And today I wanted to show you how you can grow your healthcare business, whether it's a clinic, telemedicine practice, Medicare, Medicaid services. How do you grow this thing without marketing? And it's a big paradigm shift I had that my head finally was able to figure out how to express this so then I could share it with you. And I'm certain you're going to get a lot of value from this. So we're going to go ahead and get started if that's okay. Good. So I've been thinking about the journey I've gone through from a ER nurse to now marketing, which is a big shift in a paradigm, I guess you could call it, where I was used to being the ER nurse. You know, you take care of patients, you educate them, you teach them, you discharge, and then you go on to the next. And I got very interested in marketing after I started and sold my first business because we all have these great ideas, all this knowledge, all this wisdom that we know people could benefit from. And then what we think is, well, maybe I should turn this into a business. And a lot of us do that. But then what we quickly realize is that going from that idea of starting a business and actually launching, that's maybe 40, 30, 20% of the battle. We then quickly realize that people just aren't going to show up and give us their money. And then we think, well, the reason this isn't working is because I need to market, right? I need to market. I need to get good at sales and marketing. I was never taught this in healthcare. Obviously, right? There's no reason for us to learn how to sell and market in healthcare. And then it becomes like this big mental bridge that we have to cross, this chasm of, well, no, I'm not a marketer. I'm not sales. I I'm a healthcare provider. I'm a doctor. I'm a NP. I'm a PA. All of these initials we call ourselves. And some things I've done in the past to bridge gaps is I like to eliminate words from my vocabulary, which is this interesting thing. I don't know where I got this from, but I'll give you an example. Uh, like the word stress. I eliminated that word from my vocabulary 10 years ago because if I tell you, hey, Elisel, I'm so stressed, you're going to tell me, well, maybe you should take some time off, uh, do some meditation, some yoga. I don't know what you would tell me, have a beer, and that's going to help de-stress you. But in my mind, I'm like, no, like I'm stressed because I have a lot of stuff I need to do. And if I take that time off, then it's going to make my stress worse. So I started realizing like this word stress that we think about, like it's not too useful. I can't really take any action based off that. Instead of saying I'm stressed, I'm like, hey, it helps you identify the source of the problem. Like, hey, why am I stressed? So you then make a list and you start executing on what you need to do. So I started thinking, I was like, okay, stress is not useful. When I say I feel stressed, I start feeling stressed. I start feeling the pressure on my shoulders. So you know what? I'm just not going to use that word anymore. I'm going to eliminate it from my vocabulary. And today I wanted us to eliminate the word marketing from our vocabulary because when we think of marketing, we first think, well, that's something I've never done. We then think, I should find somebody that does marketing. And then we offset that responsibility onto somebody else that doesn't know healthcare, that's going to come and just discount your services. And some of us might think, well, let me go learn marketing. And that's a rabbit hole that you're going to go down for many years. I've been down this hole for the past 5 years, and it's taken me 2 to 3 years to finally feel competent. We're helping clinics, we're helping them grow. We know what we're doing, but it took a bunch of years. But that's all I was doing. I wasn't starting another business. I wasn't seeing patients. I was single-mindedly focused on this one thing. So for you as a business owner, that's not only having to market, but then also service the client. It's like you're taking on two new businesses. And that's why a lot of us struggle with this idea of marketing. And then we go online and we look what other people are doing. And we see, oh, well, marketing means offering promotions, specials, um, giveaways. And that truly isn't marketing. Those are just tactics. And they're bad tactics because when you're starting a business, you need revenue, you need cash flow. And we go and we discount our services. And although that is a great short term bolus type of strategy, it's not going to be healthy long term because the fundamental cores, the principles that are going to grow your business is not going to be promotions unless you want to be Walmart and you want to offer cheap services. So marketing is a word that I say we should eliminate from our vocabulary, and we're going to replace it with a different word. Before we do that, though, I did want us to define marketing. I like to define words so we're all on the same page. We're thinking the same thing. When I say a word, we're all going to think the same thing. So I have another screen here, and I'm going to read the definition of marketing, which is the action or business of promoting and selling products or services. This includes market research and advertising. So let's break that down. The action or business of promoting and selling products. That immediately triggered a, a feeling in me of like, oh, well, I'm not a promoter and I've never done sales, and which we have in as healthcare. We don't do that. We diagnose patients, we offer solutions, and then they decide. And that's why I don't think we should be using this word. And let me know if you have any comments, any questions, leave them in the description. Let me know what your thoughts are so far. And today, what I wanted to do is introduce a new paradigm, a new way of thinking about marketing. And with the goal of eliminating that word because it doesn't serve us, it doesn't use us, especially in healthcare. We're not used to thinking in these terms. And um, what I wanted to present to you is a new way of seeing this. And what I propose we do is we replace the word marketing with education, because education is where it's at. Education is what we do and how we can grow our business. As healthcare, I might not see myself as a marketing person, but I do see myself as an educator. And when you think of it that way, all these barriers, all these things, these ideas of I have to go find somebody, like who am I going to find? If I'm the healthcare provider, that means by default, I am now the expert and I am the educator, right? So why not start with me? I'm the one responsible for this. I now have to take action so that I can educate my community, my ideal client. And in return for that, I now become the source that people come to. And by default, as we build awareness, as we build trust, these people, when they need our services, they're going to come to us because we've taken the time, we've cared enough to think about them and provide this information for them so that they can make an informed decision. And one of the things that you'll notice as you start educating is that you're going to get much better clients, much better patients, because they know who you are and what your thoughts are and how you see things. And they're going to understand your services. I hear this with DPC a lot. People just don't understand, like they think they compare it to traditional healthcare. And well, of course they do. Like nobody's taken the time to educate them. And we expect them to go there, do their research and go find blogs and go find community chat boards, and we expect them to go figure this out on their own. versus us just giving them the info. Not only that, but it's going to be reliable, credible info, and it's going to be accurate. So that then when they are ready, once we answer all these objections that they have in their mind, they then will become the obvious choice for them. Um, so education is the way we do this. And over the next couple of days, I'm going to be sharing, I'm going to break this concept down so that you can start using this. And that's all I had for today. Start thinking of who your ideal client is. Like, who are you already serving? What type of conditions do you want to manage? What are you good at? What are you passionate about? And start creating content around that, positioning yourself, commit to doing it however many times a day or a week you need to do that, and then just execute on that plan. This is exactly what I'm doing here, right? I'm educating. I'm not thinking of this as marketing, trying to think of a way I'm going to profit or monetize this. I'm just simply offering this information. So if at any point we do work together, we're already going to be on the same page on a lot of things. All right, guys. So that's it for today. Leave any questions you might have. I'm going to record some more videos and I'm going to be posting them daily. Um, Let me know what your thoughts are. If you think this is a great or horrible idea, if you're completely against this, let me know. Any comment is good. Invite people if you think this was useful, share it. And I look forward to any feedback. Thanks, guys.